misplaced, and you can still pick me up. All right.
And welcome to Jim Connors Court on the campus of St. Edward High School in Lakewood, Ohio. The temperatures may be freezing cold, but the Eagles of St. Ed's are red hot as they come into this game against Louisville with a 3-game winning streak. Hi again, everybody. I'm Adam Mendoza. Along with me is Donnie O'Toole. So glad to have you here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Donnie, when you look at the Eagles, they're playing some very good basketball as of late.
And also they're playing some pretty good basketball teams. So we're figuring things out. You can see it in the kids' eyes. You can feel it on the court. What they've needed to work on develop, Adam, is coming along nicely because February's right around the corner and tournament time is going to be here before we know it.
Well, let's take a look at our impact players of the game for tonight. And for St. Ed's, you got to look at Zymir Knox. Boy, he had a really good weekend last weekend against Brush and Glenville.
And it also feels like Zamir's not hit his stride yet. I don't know if you feel that way, but I see the potential with him, and I see how much he brings to the table, and it's just, I'm ready for him to break through to that next level. He's already at a top level. He's a great player. I want him to be an elite player.
And for the Louisville Leopards, we have to look at Cohen Rogers, the 6'1 junior. This is a kid that's averaging 11 points, just under 12 points a game, but he really makes things happen for Coach Wirtz and the Leopards.
Well, his greatest asset, he knows how to create space, and his basketball IQ is phenomenal. He knows how to get a shot off. He also knows how to pass if it's not open. He does have a bunch of assists. This is a sophomore-laden team just by looking at the roster. They were state champions last year. So tonight's going to be a great matchup.
We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more of the pregame right here on Rock Sports. Tail of the tape, and then we're going to go quickly to, And welcome back as we get set for tonight's action between St. Ed's and Louisville. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape between these two teams. You look at the records. Louisville coming back, and they're the defending state champions, having a little bit rough go of it, 8-7, but they are not afraid to play good competition. Tonight they've got St. Ed's. Next week they take on St. Ignatius.
Well, in the last couple of years they've come up here and we've gone down there, and they're not afraid to take it. That's how you get better, to play the elite teams. This is typically what happens when you graduate as many seniors as they did last year. But don't sleep on this team because they are well coached. They're fundamentally sound. They're going to get after it us, and we got our hands full, so we're not sleeping on these guys at all. And
the Eagles have been very fortunate, shooting very well from beyond the arc at 41%. When we come back, coming up, we'll have we got to go down to Harper Lucas. As I was looking at my cards here, we're going to check in. Harper, a big change in the lineup tonight.
It's so big he's speechless.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, a big change in the lineup tonight for Coach Fleury. Unfortunately, star senior Brian Velocher is out tonight, just a little injury management, and that will put junior Michael Williams into the game. So that is a big lineup change for the Eagles, but we'll see how it goes. Back up to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you very much. When we come back, we'll get ready with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. It's St. Ed's and Louisville coming up next on Rock Sports.
Are we off? Are we off camera?
Yeah.
Not Louisville. That's what I thought. But I wanted to make sure before I sound like a complete fool. You go down to Kentucky, it's not even Louisville, Lowville.
I didn't get it, so we'll just put the 4 up and, leave the last one blank.
Don't forget the anthem. You
Yep, I have it ready to go. No DJ here tonight, so it's all on me. I did it. Liam.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. Edmunds for tonight's varsity game action against the visiting Leopards of Louisville High. Before introducing the starting lineup for tonight's game, we ask that you please stand and join in our opening prayer to be followed by the national anthem. And so we begin in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Loving God, we thank you for bringing us together tonight for this athletic event. And we ask that you watch over and guide us. We pray that you give each team the grace to perform at their very best. And we pray especially that you would keep all those who are competing free from injury. Help us all to remain good sports as we remember that win or lose, we are all blessed to be called children of God. And we pray that tonight and at all times you would give us all the competency to see and the courage to act as women and men of faith. And we pray these things in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And now to honor America, please join in the singing of our national anthem. Introducing the starting five for the visiting Leopards of Louisville High. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 20, Cullen Rogers. The other guard is a 6'2" senior, number 22, Luke Bolden. At forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 4, Jake Baker. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 13, Brandon Sanders. And at forward, a 6'2" junior, number 25, Colton Doherty. Head coach David Wertz and the rest of the Leopards. Introducing the starting lineup for the 2026 Big Green Machine, the Eagles of St. Edward. At the point, a 6' senior, number 1, J.T. Kelsheimer. The two guard is a 6'1" sophomore, number 10, Carson Link. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 11, Zamir Knox. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 12, Mike Williams. And in center, a 6'7" junior, number 23, Ian Murray. head coach Eric Flannery, and the rest of the Eagles.
Oh, there you have the starting lineup and the one change that we're going to have. It's Williams in for Vlasic, and there you see Coach Dave Wirtz. He is in his first year at Louisville, but has been a long-time assistant for the Leopards in that basketball program. Then, as you look on the other side of the ledger, long-time, legendary St. Edward coach. I don't know if he's going to like me calling him legendary, but in his 30th year, Eric Flannery.
Just call him old. He knows what he is.
All right, both teams are getting ready as you look at our officials for tonight's game. Eagles and Leopards underway here, as it will be St. Ed's with the basketball in their home white uniforms. Carson Link is going to throw one up from three. That's off the back of the iron. Link on the year averaging 45% from beyond the arc, missing that one. Now the Leopards on their first possession of the basketball game. Sanders, this is a very young lineup, Donnie. A number of sophomores, only one senior in the starting lineup for Coach Wirtz.
Yeah, and the thing about that is these sophomores are tested already, believe me. That's a great program down there, and they run it the right way, and they're going to be no worse for wear.
Mike Williams opens the scoring for the Eagles. He averages 2.5, ties the game at 2. Doherty was the one that scored for Louisville back on their initial trip, and now here comes the masked man, Zymir Knox, going into the lane, can't get it, but he got fouled on the way to the rack. The foul is going to be on Luke Bolden. That's his first. That'll send Knox to the free throw line. He's averaging 12.4 points a game. He's a 74% free throw shooter. Karams, that one off the back of the iron. The Eagles as a team shooting 74% from the charity stripe.
Karams. It's not even a minute into the game and you're pulling Karams. Oh boy, I'm in for a long night.
And he makes the back end of that one. He's 1 of 2 on the night. He has a point. Eagles take the lead at 3-2.
By the way, my text is blown up that everyone was hearing Glassnap ask about how to pronounce Louisville or Louisville.
And it's Louisville. Now, the Leopards with a basketball as they try to work it inside. Sanders getting double teamed. Out over to Bolden. His three, no good. Tracked down by Brandon Sanders, and ball goes out of bounds, or we're going to have a foul. Nope. Ball went out of bounds, last touch by the Eagles.
One of the great things about having a young team, Adam, is they don't have too many bad habits. Coach is going to say jump through that wall. They're going to do it because they don't know any better. And they're scrappy and they're going to hustle. So, we got to take care of the ball tonight.
That shot does not fall for Sanders, and here come the Eagles. JT Kelsheimer backing his way on that left wing. Out to Knox up top. Long three off the front of the iron. Eagles were struggling in that game against Glenville from three-point range. Their bread and butter last weekend was playing it inside the paint.
Yeah, remember when they switched and we talked about that?
Eagles get a steal. Kelsheimer going to the rack, and he gets the basket. So the Eagles last week averaged 40 points in the paint last weekend against two very good teams. That three from the outside doesn't go for the Leopards. Long rebound tapped out to Williams. Here come the Eagles with a 5-2 lead. Knox with the basketball. Oh, good thing he didn't put that to the floor. He would have been called for a carry.
I thought you were going to Euro step from the three-point line.
Knocks another three. That one off the window, no good. But Ian Murray was right there for the offensive rebound. Ian Murray with 2. We're going to have a timeout on the floor as the Eagles lead it 7-2 and extend the lead by 5. Let's take a look at the road ahead as you look at, we're in the middle of an 8-game homestand for St. Ed's. You've got Louisville tonight. Then on Tuesday, Padua comes in. They made the Sweet 16. Then Akron St. Vincent St. Mary, a district runner-up. And then look at where you end the last few games. Westerville Central, a regional runner-up. St. Ignatius making the Final Four. Lutheran East, state champions. That's a heck of a homestand.
Well, it's great to have that at the end of the season, too, so you can just jump right in. It's not like you play your heaviest part of your schedule in the beginning of the year. You play it at the end of the year when you have things figured out and you're ready to take it to that next level.
Eagles leading at 7-2. There you saw JT Kelsheimer, who got his first points of the game. He averages 11 a contest. The Eagles averaging over 70 points a game, and their defense has been pretty locked down. But really, and I think I'm going to agree with you here, don't sleep on this Leopard team. They may be young, but they are a scrappy team.
Yeah, they're going to weather the storm here at the beginning because we're playing pumped up because we're at home, so we can't let them in at all.
Rogers getting it over the timeline, double team in the sideline. They'll bring it out on top to Luke Bolden. There's the switch, double team, good pass, but a steal right into the hands of Zamir Knox, and the foul will be called on the sophomore Jake Baker, his first of the night.
We're doing a great job of pushing Louisville to the sideline, the half-court line, and then double teaming it, and they're doing an okay job of stepping through that trap, but if we could we've gotten some turnovers out of that, so I imagine we're going to stay in that.
7-2 is our score. Eagles with the basketball. They'll put two bigs up at the corners of the free throw line to set up the offense. Link, 3, nothing. Over the back reach on Mike Williams. He did have the height advantage, but you can't reach over the back.
It's colder in here, our three-point shooting, than it is outside.
And that's for sure. It's frigid. Now, the three-point shooting for the Eagles, they're shooting 41% from three-point range.
That's scorching, isn't it?
That is scorching. There's a 3. That doesn't go. But when you get 80 points in 2 games in the paint, you want to continue that trend as that basket
make them stop you.
Is hit by Baker. His first 2, he averages 1.5 a game. 7-4 is our score. Knox wearing the protective mask, covering the nose.
Yeah, he got bumped, didn't he?
Kelsheimer's 3 shots not falling for the Eagles right now.
We haven't hit a 3 yet, have we?
No, we have not.
Come back soon, Brian.
We're an 0 in 3-point shots. Leopards down by 3. Going to drive on the side is Cohen Rogers, the 6'1 junior. And Zamir Knox will get called with the foul. That's his first. And Zamir's always good for a foul early on in the ball game.
Usually good for 2. I call it the Myles Garrett effect because he usually jumps offside at least once in the first half.
Rogers is an 88% free throw shooter, 36 of 41 on the year, and he hits that one.
By the way, there's no way I could do what Myles Garrett does, so I'm not being critical of him. I'm just making a point. So send your emails to Adam Mendoza at schs.net.
Louisville struggling at the line. They're a 65% shooting team. But that time they go perfect 2 for 2. Cohen with 2, and this game is at 7-6. 1 point lead for the Eagles.
Nice
Great pass underneath as they throw it out, but a good block on the defensive side by Cohen Rogers. 4:09 remaining in the opening quarter here. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Tuso. Glad to have you on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. It'll be JT Kelsheimer on the inbound. Over to Knox, back to Kelsheimer. Knox a little bit closer if he's going to knock down that 3, but the Eagles are an 0 again. Still have not been able to hit the 3. Offensive rebound by Murray. Now there's Williams. His 3 is missed, but there's Carson Link to come up with the offensive rebound and put back.
Yeah, we're still having our way pretty much inside, but if we get open shots, I know Flame wants us to shoot.
9-6 our score. Link with 2 points. Ball gets inside to Doherty. That one out of bounds. It'll stay with Louisville. Well, the Eagles are going to need to find something because they have not been able to hit that three-pointer. And with Velocic not in the game, he's your big three-point threat from the outside.
Well, also, too, when he's hitting, we see what that does to our inside game because it just opens everything up inside and we could get back doors, back cuts, everything.
Rogers' shot doesn't go. Kelsheimer quickly gets it out to Zamir Knox.
Just layup.
And he slams that one home. Knox with his 3rd point, and it's an 11-6 St. Edward lead by 5 with 3:19. Eagles trying to put pressure in that forecourt.
See, they picked that ball up. That's good.
Now Williams comes up with the rebound. Williams doing a really good job.
Ooh.
Williams averaging 2.5 rebounds a game. Now they get it to Link, who drives the left side of the lane. And Link will pick up his 4th point. He averages 7.5 a game. Partially blocked, but Zamir Knox had the ball and then carried it out of bounds.
Yeah, Louisville's pulling a page out of Ignatius' playbook about getting the ball out after make and just leaking out. So we got to get back for that.
There you see Zamir Knox and the slam dunk as he got the leak out, and one of the first few points in the paint. What the Eagles need, I think, to gain a little more confidence is hit that outside jumper right now. Leopards getting it in. Doherty, the 6'2 junior. He'll pick up the basketball with Arbogast on him. Great backdoor cut. Missing on the rebound. Picked up by Dustin Hess. Up ahead to Kelsheimer. Into Zamir Knox as they were quickly down the floor.
Right, and they were smart enough to realize they didn't need to force it and then pull it out, and then you get a layup that he missed.
Knox tried to spin his way to the basket, couldn't get it to go. Rogers will throw up a 3. His doesn't go, and it'll stay with the Leopards of Louisville as the ball last touched by Dustin Hess underneath the baseline.
They haven't scored in a while.
They have not. And there you see Coach Flannery in his 30th season. Outlet, Sanders. Knocks on him. Tries that spin move at the top of the key. Now a wing 3. That bounces off the rim, and Knox comes up and clears that rebound.
Yes, he did.
Kelsheimer looking for the drive. Hands it off to Dustin Hess. Back to Knox. Eagles going to set up the offense once again.
And they're giving us good gap space between the ball and the defender, so we need to take advantage of that. They're not up and down the line trying to deny reversal at all.
Look at that battle underneath with Arbogast.
Give it to him.
And Doherty in that low block. They are banging away down in that paint.
I'll go right back, give it to him.
Geddes is in the ball game. Now here's Kelsheimer in front of the free throw line. Out to Geddes. He'll drive, kicking it out. Last touch by Louisville. Oh, no, they're going to say St. Ed's on the last touch, and it'll be Louisville basketball.
He was throwing that one to the ticket agents out front.
There you see Coach Wirtz in his first year. Longtime assistant, JV coach over at Louisville. Getting the reins this year. On the drive, Geddes partially blocks that one, then he gets the rebound. He'll run it up the floor. Kelsheimer at the top, looking underneath the Hess. Low block move. The lefty getting tangled up. And we're going to have a foul before the jump ball situation.
Donnie Reese, good call.
And the foul. Louisville getting credited with the foul. Eagles up 13-6. Arbogast working it out to Hess. Cross the way to Verigalotti. Eagles trying to run right now. They're running 10 players.
Got our flex series going. We should be able to get a layup out of here.
Arbogast from the top, throwing it up, and it falls off the front of the rim.
When your big guys are beating their big guys off the dribble, we got to keep attacking that glass because, like I said, they're giving us so much space off the ball. That opens up a lot of plays we can run, a lot of sets we can run.
Arbogast, the junior, at the free throw line, averaging 2.2 points a game and just under 3 rebounds a contest. Still looking for that first free throw.
Glass.
He's 0 for 5 on the year as Kelsheimer checks out and Brendan Ansbury checks in. And Ansbury had some great minutes last weekend against both Brush and Glenville.
Yeah, he's got the eye of the tiger on defense. He gets after it so good. You know, he's filling his role so well. He's playing hard. He's just, what a great kid.
This is a very young lineup. No seniors on the lineup for St. Ed's right now. as Arbogast gets his first free throw of the year. 1 of 2, 14-6 at 40 seconds remaining. Double team in the forecourt. Laying it up ahead to Sanders. Left-handed shot is up and good. Sanders with his first 2.
That had to be a end of a streak.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Leopards were able to put a point on the board. 14-8 is our score. Ten seconds remaining. Ansbury trying to work it, and he tried to get it to get us in the baseline move. He jumped the gun, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Louisville will have an opportunity to cut it. Long lead pass. Intercepted by the Eagles with 3 seconds left. Geddes getting it in, got thrown out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter is in the books. St. Ed's leading it 14-8 right here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
Are we hot?
We get one little look and we throw it up. Be patient, look to get the ball with the second. Ball reversal, attack, get 2 feet to the key, then look to find somebody to finish at the rim. Defensively, these guys can't do shit, so the only time they score is on our mistake.
And welcome back to St. Edward High School as we get ready for the second quarter of play. There you see the bench area for the Eagles.
Real quick, I would love to wish my beautiful wife down in Florida a very happy 28th birthday.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, so Michelle, happy birthday. Hope you're enjoying your day. Filled with some relaxing time. She's down there taking care of her mom, so it was beautiful sunshine down there today, so hopefully she got to enjoy it. And then secondly, I learned the passing of Tim Coughlin's mom. Anyone who knows Timmy Cogs knows what a great, solid man he is. And Mrs. Coughlin, fast home and job well done, rest easy, and job well done. And condolences to the Coughlin family.
As we get ready, second quarter action. Louisville will get the basketball down by 6.
See, it's only 6. I mean, I feel like we should be up like 15.
Well, it's the three-point shooting that has really hurt the Eagles as that one goes out of bounds, and the Eagles need to take some advantage. And I think, I don't know if Harper was able to hear what was going on in that huddle before the start of the second quarter, Harper, our third member of the broadcast team.
Yeah, down there I was Coach Flannery. Basically, Coach Flannery kind of called his guys out. He said, guys, we're stagnant. He said, basically, obviously Louisville's having some offensive struggle. He said, you guys take one look at the ball, then you shoot it. So he just says his Eagles are stagnant. Well, I'm sure like that basket they are. So, yeah, back up to you guys.
All right, that is Verigalotti with the basket to make it a 16-8 game.
And he's, and Flan's right. I mean, we are stagnant. As I said, we were allowing they're allowing us to have a huge gap. We're not being crisp. We're not moving. We're standing because we don't have a guy right in our grill. So we got to control the tempo, not play down to their level.
Louisville getting it once again. Very young lineup out on the floor. Juniors, sophomores out there. But there you see Ansbury trying to fight that double team and the screen as that shot doesn't go. Offensive rebound by the Lepers. And the rebound by Arbogast. He's going to run at the floor. There's Ansbury getting it to Geddes.
Now remove, Ans.
The sophomore at the elbow, short.
See, that's what we're talking about. Flan's talking about. Ans passes it into the post and doesn't reset.
Oh, the Euro step to the back, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caleb Geddes.
I don't know if it's too late to get that replay, but after post input, we got to relocate. We got to, move to the corner because the defender might go down and double team and lose sight of us. So we got to keep moving.
Both of these teams really not playing crisp at all. Underneath, good dish. Good play by Arbogast.
Great block.
Here come the Eagles with 6.5 to go. Verigalotti. Bang, bang, bang. He hits a 3.
Well, hopefully that opens up the well.
That's the first 3 hit by the Eagles tonight. 19-8. Verigalotti averages 4 a game. He's a 73% three-point shooter, hitting on his 9th one, and had a great look.
Just feels comfortable, good stroke, good rotation.
Well, as talking to Coach Flannery before the game, he says he wants to see what players step up. Mike Williams getting the start tonight. How will he manage that?
So that's huge for these guys. These guys who are getting minutes, because tournament's right around the corner. He needs to know Flan needs to know how depth we can go, how deep we can go, and who he can trust out there.
Yeah, is it going to be a 8-man rotation, 9? Some coaches would go into tournament play with a 10-man rotation.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Sanders driving, can't get that one to fall. Hess comes up with the rebound. Hess off to JT Kelsheimer. Geddes, nice cut, flips it in. Geddes with his first 2 averages 4 a game.
He's so lengthy. He's got a long way to go. He's a good player. But, looking at him, he's got that length that like Kevin Durant has.
And he'll fill out. Fill out.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he's only a 6'4", sophomore.
Yeah, only. Right.
Checking into the ball game for St. Ed's is Ian Murray. Also, Owen McGurr into the ball game. So Coach Flannery looking at some different lineup changes and lineup combinations. Baker getting it over to Bolden. His 3 is good.
That's what they do. They hang around. They're the cousin that won't leave after Christmas.
He's a 34% free throw shooter, and Caleb Geddes comes back with his own 3, his 2nd of the year.
That's a huge answer for us.
And that's going to count and 1 as the basket was hit by Rogers, his 4th of the night. He averages 11.
So the question's got to be, how does he get off a 3 on a break? How does this kid get to the line, to the lane, to the hole so quickly? So we got to stop ball. We got to have ball awareness, who's covering, who's stopping, who's picking them up. So just things to talk about during timeouts and at breaks.
Rogers is an 88% free throw shooter, 4 points on the night. He's 2 of 2 at the charity stripe right now. He'll look to our left, he'll shoot, and he rattles that one home. Rogers getting the 3-point play, 24-14. The lead is back to 10. Kelsheimer on the wing with 4:40. Kicking it out. Verigalotti attempting another 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Tracked down by Kelsheimer. Boy, a battle for the basketball. And last touch by the Leopards on the end line. It'll be St. Ed's basketball as Ian Murray fighting for that basketball.
And see, we're putting the effort in. It's just we're not converting. You got to convert. Here, we're busting our butt to get that second 50-50 ball. And we're dribbling out of bounds, and we're not taking care of it. So we just got to clean it up a little bit.
All right, Kelsheimer with a basketball out to Geddes. Geddes with 5 points so far in the ball game. Nice pass in the low block. Trying to work the cut. And a hold will be called on Baker.
When Geddes learns to do a step-back 3, look out. Because now you got to guard him at the 3, and then he can dribble with 2 steps, get to the rim.
Jake Baker picks up his 2nd foul. Geddes and Verigalotti getting some good minutes and taking a seat as Knox and Link check in for St. Ed's. 10-point lead for the Eagles. Murray getting it back as they quickly go around the horn. Kelsheimer was looking.
Stay patient.
Murray, top of the circle.
Oh.
Now McGurr, his 3 off the iron. Rebounded by Rogers, getting the good pickup. Rogers on the year, averaging 2 rebounds a contest. 10-point lead. Louisville looking to cut into that lead right now with 3:50 to go. Jump ball situation. It'll stay with the Eagles. Good defensive cut inside by the Eagles to get the jump ball. The bigs for the Eagles have been playing really, really well as of the last few games. Inside basket. There's the points in the paint we were talking about. Ian Murray with 4.
Yeah, if they're going to allow us that much room, run that play every time. Make them stop you. No, we got to work on other things, but Let's get it all down to perfection.
Now the Eagles are really putting the pressure on as they break the press easily. Louisville getting the easy basket. Baker with 4. 26-16. Lead is back to 10. Knox driving, slicing his way as that ball hangs on the rim and goes in for his 5th point. He averages 12 a game.
Stay in it, Flan. Stay in it. I like the pressure we're doing.
28-16. Foul is on Carson Link. That's his first.
I haven't really called his name out tonight too much.
So on the floor for the Eagles, McGurr, Link, Knox, Kelsheimer, and Murray.
We got any update on Carson's ankle from the other night? Is he good?
He's moving real well. No
it.
issues whatsoever. Just kind of tweaked it last week. Looking for that pick from the back as the Leopards trying to get in. Another good pass to Baker, and Baker has a quick 6 points here in the first half, 28-18. The Eagles trying to get above that 12-point hump, but Louisville coming back and knocking it back down to 10.
Yeah, and that's going to drive Coach Flan crazy, the way they're getting open looks at the hoop. Well, not open, but...
Kelsheimer tried to go in, and there's going to be a block on Louisville.
Can we see that again?
Rogers will get the foul.
I thought he was there, but maybe not.
Kelsheimer will go to the line. Kelsheimer hitting his first free throw. 3 points for him, 1 of 1 on the night. He's a 77% free throw shooter for the Eagles. Mike Williams checks back in. Good minutes for McGurr again.
And notice Flan's doing what he's always done. He's getting a lot of guys in, getting a lot of guys minutes. Still looking to find that magic batch of players that is working. So he'll keep trying until he figures out. There you go. Good trap. There you go.
30-18. Good heads-up play there by Rogers, the junior, as he throws it off of Zymir Knox.
Force him to the corner again.
Eagles starting to put a little more pressure on Louisville here in the second quarter. Baker up ahead. They break the press. 3-on-2. Underneath. Oh, a double block that time. No foul call as Ian Murray and Kelsheimer will both get credited with a half block. Look at the track down, and
Boom.
Both got there. Good body control by both of them, especially for Kelsheimer coming from the back. 2:15 remaining here in the first half. Ball knocked out of bounds by Williams. Cody Zoller was trying to get that pass on the wing. Only one double-digit scorer for Louisville on the year, and that's Cohen Rogers, averaging 11.9 points a game. Team in a bit of a transition here after winning the state title last year.
Of course, and anyone who studies them knows to take him out and let someone else beat you.
That ball is kept in bounds up ahead. Nice play by Williams behind the back, and he gets that one to fall. Williams has really come on as of late. 32-18.
Yeah, making the most of his opportunity, but there they go. There they go again.
Basket hit. That one. Zymir Knox from 3. He has 8.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Boy, Eagles really trying to jump on those passes.
Some figure
Good
skating.
pass underneath. The short shot didn't go, and the Eagles will pick up the loose ball. Up ahead to Williams.
Beat him.
Kelsheimer, open 3.
Boom.
Nope. Rebound by Link, getting the rebound put back. He has 6, averages 7. Eagles leading it by 17, 37-20.
There he is, trap him.
That pace really ratcheting up by the Eagles, forcing a number of turnovers by Louisville. But now they'll throw up a 3. That's hard off the back of the iron. Tapped up loose. Link another rebound. He averages 2 a game. Murray inside the paint. Couldn't get that one. Out to Knox. Open 3. Bingo. Zymir Knox now with 11. 40-20. The Eagles open up a 20-point lead here in the second quarter.
Yeah, now we're stepping on the gas.
Outside shot, Bolden, nope, partially blocked by Knox. There's a floater. That counts for Brendan Sanders, his fourth. Eagles with 5 seconds. Kelsheimer driving before the clock expires for a 6-point of the game. And the Eagles go into the halftime break with a 42-22 lead as the Eagles working it very well down the floor and leading it by 20 at the half on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Okay, Harper, you're going to have an on-camera segment, not right now, but in about 5-6 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Harper, when we go to you, kind of look at keys to the second half.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready to go. And welcome back to St. Ed's. It is the half. St. Ed's leading it by 20, 42-22. Donnie, your thoughts on the first half? It looked like a big difference for the Eagles between quarter number 1 and quarter number 2.
Yeah, just we tuned it up a notch because Flan got in their grill a little bit. By what we were told. We can't stand around. We can't stand around looking for something to happen. We got to make something happen. And a team like this, we can't let them hang around because a team as well coached as Louisville is, they'll hang around and they'll start making a couple shots, and we've seen it a million times over the years. This is a great idea of probably what a first or second round playoff game is going to look like for us. And Flan's given everybody an opportunity, and I would be making the most out of those opportunities. I'm sure his assistant coaches are down there telling these guys, listen, if you get in there, leave it all on the court because we need to know. We need to know what we got.
Eagles up by 20 here at the half. We're going to take this time out as Zymir Knox leading the Eagles in scoring tonight as St. Ed's leads at 42-22 on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world, Cleveland Clinic.
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Ohio, are you ready for Monsters, The Fury, and The Charge? Are you ready to finally watch sports the way they should be? Free Rock Entertainment Sports Network, The Rock, 24/7 access to local Ohio sports and entertainment. No cords, no apps, no subscriptions. Every level of competitive sports, from high school to the pros. Live for viewers across Ohio. Watch The Rock now on Channel 22.1 or Spectrum 979.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world.
Welcome back to St. Ed's. St. Ed's leading at 42-22 over Louisville, and they really turned things around in the second quarter, tightening up the defense and turning up the speed. Let's go to our third member of our broadcast team down on the floor, Harper Lucas. Harper, what do you see as some of the keys that you take from the first half and look at the second half?
Hey, Adam. Yeah, when I was down there in Coach Flannery's halls, one of the big things he talked about was the Eagles need to be more aggressive. They need to get more of the tempo. He felt like Louisville, they weren't taking advantage. Like, quote Coach Flannery, I can't really quote what he said, but he said that Louisville's offense really wasn't there that much. But I really saw in the end of that first half, the Eds were starting to do exactly what Coach Flannery wanted. They were aggressive. Zymer Knox had a couple threes. They were moving the ball. So in my opinion, Adam, what the Eagles need to do is just keep up the aggression going in the second half with a 20-point lead. If they can do that, they should improve to another win in their fourth consecutive victory. Back up to you.
Oh, I thank you very much, and I think what we might see, Donnie, is a little bit more scoring in the paint. They've only hit a couple of threes this evening, but we'll see what they do come second half.
Well, if it's not working for you, do what is working. And I think when we spread them out and we get moving and we have those back cuts and lane cuts and everything else, they're not blitzing our guards at all, which is I heavily expect them to give us pressure. That's open all day. As far as what Flans was saying in the locker room, he's probably very poignant, and he wants perfection from his guys, and he's holding his guys accountable. And that's one of the best things that Flan does is looks at his senior leadership, looks at the guys who are getting in. So, he doesn't play favorites at all. Who's in is who's in, and there's a level of expectation that you need to reach.
It is halftime. Eagles up by 20. We're going to take this time out. We'll get ready for the third quarter of action here from St. Ed's as they lead it over Louisville on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.
When your primary purpose is to care for the world, you'd start with your first patient. Until you're accessible anywhere. You make complexities your specialties and put compassion before anything else. All to redefine what's possible. For everyone, everywhere. For every care in the world. Cleveland Clinic.
At Joyce Buick GMC, serving the community for nearly 60 years means offering the best service and deals in town.
Check out our great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
We are receiving truckloads of new vehicles and fresh trade-ins daily.
Visit us today for our lowest prices and great selection.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce. Your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC. Visit us on Chester Road in Avon or online at drivejoyce.com.
Ohio, are you ready for Monsters, the Fury, and the Charge? Are you ready to finally watch sports the way they should be? Free Rock Entertainment Sports Network, The Rock, 24/7 access to local Ohio sports and entertainment. No cords, no apps, no subscriptions. Every level of competitive sports, from high school to the pros. Live for viewers across Ohio. Watch The Rock now on Channel 22.1 or Spectrum 979.
Both teams getting their final instructions before we start the second half of action, as the Eagles up by 20, 42-22 over Louisville. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. So glad to have you along here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. The Eagles are going to go with their original starting lineup. One player that has been missing tonight has been Brian Velocic, but other players are stepping up, and Coach Flannery has been able to go 9-10 deep on the bench.
Well, he has to, because we're going to, think of the advantage we're going to have in tournament time when these other teams are going to not see the pressure that we can put on and can only go 6 or 7 deep, where we got guys who are just recycling. So that's a clear advantage we're going to have. And that's games like this is where we need to perfect that and get it down pat.
Louisville coming in their last 5 games, they are 2-3. They're coming off a win against Marlington, where they beat them 67-29. They'll get the basketball to start the third quarter. Sanders down low. There's that double team on the low block.
We in a zone.
And the Eagles get the turnover. It looked like it at that point. Eagles getting a quick turnover to start the third quarter. Link with the basketball. Has
nice
6.
Pass.
Now he gets it in to Ian Murray, who picks up his 6th point of the game. 22-point lead. Little 8-foot baby jumper doesn't go. Offensive rebound by Sanders, as he gets that one to fall for his 6th point of the game. Lead is back to 20 at 44-20. Williams with a spin move on the low block, kicking it out over to Carson Link. His shot off the front of the iron, and they're going to call the foul underneath on the box out. Wow, against Colton Doherty. That's his first. You could have just let him play.
I'm a little under the weather to fight that.
I think we all are with this bitter cold temperature. Now Williams is going to swish one from the outside. Mike Williams now has 7. 47-24. Leopards going in. That one off the side of the iron, and the Eagles taking big advantage of it as Knox brings it up the floor. Off to Link. Williams from the opposite side. His 3 doesn't go. And it'll stay with Louisville after last touch by the Eagles. So you had Link hit one on the right. He tried to hit one on the left, and then you look at Coach Flannery. I don't think he was too happy with that call.
I don't think so either.
They're going to call the foul on Carson Link. That's his 2nd foul of the ball game.
So what you don't want to have happen is what happened at VASJ. We played a great first half. I actually left, but I heard that second half we started fouling and they started calling everything, and just it came to a close game, and we ended up pulling out. So we don't want to have that happen again.
Bringing up the basketball with pressure is Brandon Sanders, the 6'4" sophomore. They will be playing like juniors by the end of the year. Good dish underneath, and the shot was missed by Baker, another sophomore. A 3rd attempt doesn't go, and now the Eagles get it. Williams with a basketball. Works it across to Knox over the timeline, right wing, baseline move.
Boom.
And he gets that one.
So silky smooth.
13
what a great move
for him. 49-24. Eagles double teaming in the backcourt. Good hands by Williams on the save, but it goes back to the Leopards.
Tight sink.
And we're going to have a blocking call on St. Ed's. Zamir Knox will get called with the foul. That's his second. And for him to get his second foul in the third quarter, that's pretty monumental.
Yeah, that's got to be a first.
Louisville will inbound. 2-3 in their last 5 games. Doherty with it. Working it to the near side. Rogers, a junior. Not that many seniors in the lineup. Good pass as Baker comes up with the basket. His 8th. 49-26. Link trying to drive, but the Leopards were able to shut that one down, but they're going to call a hold on Baker, and that's going to be his third foul as he's battling Ian Murray in that low block.
As he should. I mean, we should be battling, taking advantage of our size and our height and our weight all day long. There's no way for them to stop it.
Carson Link toes it, but doesn't get it to fall. Just a bit short. Up ahead, over to Doherty. And another stuff by Williams. Second block by the Eagles. Eagles come up with the turnover. Off to Link as they go off to the races. Kelsheimer, he'll stop, he'll pop, he'll miss. Rebounded by Murray, trying to save it before he falls out of bounds. Rogers. And they're going to call Link for the foul.
What are we doing?
And that is his third foul. And you're right, Donnie, in that second half against VASJ. A lot of fouls in this second half kind of mimicking that, but Louisville not able to get on the board.
And here we are fouling. I mean, it's not like they're bad calls. We are fouling. We've got to stop fouling and play better defense. Like they're running flex here. We should be hedging that. Why aren't we pressuring the ball? That kid's not going to shoot a 3. There you go.
Knox trying to get it.
There you go.
Pushing it into the backcourt. That one's going to be short. Last touched by Baker, the 6'3 sophomore. It'll go to St. Ed's.
You hit the nail on the head. This is definitely not a sophomore team. They're growing up right before us.
Just a couple of seniors on the squad. McGurr back into the ball game for the Eagles as they try to work it on that outside. Zip pass over to Kelsheimer to McGurr. 4.5 to go. Knox, the leading scorer for the Eagles, backing in off to Kelsheimer. He'll work right of the lane. Williams now with the up and under. Back to Zamir Knox. His 3 almost jammed in, and they're going to call the hold on Baker, and that's his 4th foul. Baker trying to fight the big men of St. Ed's, and
it ain't working.
4:10 remaining, 49-26. Knox baseline move, floats it up, and Knox will go to the line, and the foul is on Max Matthey, his first. That'll send Zamir Knox to the line. Knox on the evening has 13 points, averages 12.5.
A quiet 13, wouldn't you say, except for the dunk?
Yeah. 1 of 2 at the line. Nothing but macrame on that. 14 for him. Knox, in his last 3 games, averaging 12 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, 62% from the floor. Hits another one. 3 of 4 on the night. 15 to lead all scorers in this game. And the Eagles lead it 51-26. Sanders will bring it up the floor against pressure. Get us back in. Almost picked off by McGurr. That one dances around the rim and falls off. Knox will pick it up as he's getting pressured by Matthey. Geddes on the baseline. Now bringing it up across. McGurr works it in the paint. Quick zip pass. Geddes is going to hit from 2. Doesn't go. Tapped out of bounds. Tracked down by Knox. trying to get that on the cutting Geddes. Ball on the floor, and it'll stay with St. Ed's.
A lot of the rebounds that Louisville is getting is because we're so far underneath the rim. We need to take some steps back to let that ball come off the rim, because it's not going to come straight down. It's going to arch over.
Arbogast getting the basket, his third of the night. The Eagles leading at 53-26, 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Juliana getting his warm-ups off and getting ready to come into the game for Coach Flannery. Dougherty getting it outside. He'll get it back top of the circle. Ansbury in there for the Eagles as well. Good switch there by Arbogast.
Stop reaching. Move your feet.
Eagles sometimes get a little too aggressive. That shot doesn't go. Long rebound by McGurr. Boy, he got all of his arms stretched out for that one. Caleb Geddes working it on the low block, and the foul.
Another foul.
On the inside is Colton Norris, the 6'2 senior. Only 4 seniors on the roster for Louisville. Very similar to St. Ed's, who only has 3 seniors on the roster. At the line is Cole Arbogast. He's 1 of 2 on the night, 3 points. Make it 1 of 3. Checking out of the ball game is Dougherty. Also checking out is Cohen Rogers. He sits out with just 4 points. Second free throw is missed. Eagles not as solid from the free throw line. Last weekend, they were 31 of 39 for 80%. Sanders driving, partially blocked, but the late foul is called on Arbogast. That'll be his first.
Did he get him?
Yeah, got the body and shoulder.
Yep, he did. Mark that down, I agree.
Brendan Sanders hitting the free throw. That's his first from the line. He has 7 points tonight. He's a 55% free throw shooter, averaging just under 8 points a game.
When you're playing a team like this, too, the last thing you want is them to have the ball trying to score with the clock not running.
Second one short. Ansbury coming up. Has the basketball, looking for Geddes on the cut through. Caught in no man's land underneath the basket as they work it out. McGurr. He wanted to throw up that 3. Ansbury on the drive. Off the window. And he'll go to the line for 2. As the foul. First foul there on Norris. Ansbury's free throw. Eagles have missed 3 in a row now. After I said they were 80% last week.
Put the Maloiki on it.
And that breaks the streak. Ansbury with his first. He averages just under a point a game. 54-27. There's the double team, triple team. Boy, that zip pass went through the hands as Juliana comes up with the rebound. He's always around the basketball when he gets into the game. Ansbury working against Blake Carr, another sophomore. Juliana back out to Ansbury with 1.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Eagles have been in control, 54-27.
Now wait till this Ansbury kid grows into his body. I mean, he's still young, and he's going to get after it.
Juliana couldn't get it, but there's the rebound by Arbogast, trying to barrel his way in. Can't get it to fall. Here comes Louisville. Mathis hit it. His first 2, 54-29. Geddes getting the basketball. Oh, hit the line, and it's an over and back. Another costly turnover by St. Ed's.
You know, you got to wonder what it is. Is it that we're sloppy, we're tired, it's kind of a cold night out, no one's really in the, or is it we're just making mental mistakes that we got to work out through? I mean, is it a combination of the both? Or
well, the flow for the Eagles, or the routine on game day, kind of got disrupted because of the cold temperatures.
Yeah, no school.
And no school today for St. Ed's.
I don't know how that works. How does that work?
Back in the day, in the blizzard of 1978, I walked to grade school.
Of course.
And anybody that is our age would remember the blizzard of 78. We're in the parking lot of the school that I went to, Our Lady of Good Counsel. You had the mound so high, you had to play King of the Mountains.
You made a fuss about not going to school because of snow. You were making snow angels from your dad throwing you out the window.
There's a steal by Juliana and an easy layup. Juliana with 2. He averages 2 a game, 56-29. Under 35 seconds to go. On the drive, Stouffer. Fouled by Geddes.
Just huge minutes for Geddes getting in here tonight. I mean, this was definitely a quality opponent. I won't sleep on these guys. I mean, I hate to see them in the tournament, because if we're at a neutral site and they're hitting these threes that they missed in the first, they start believing. Look out. Then the walls come crashing in.
Free throw is hit by Stouffer. His first. 60% free throw shooter, now hitting the back end of the free throw. Second one is missed. Under 28 seconds ago. Boy, look how quick Ansbury got down the floor. I looked down. He had the ball at the other free throw line. The next thing I know, he's all the way to the other end.
And that's why these minutes are crucial for him, because he knows the court. His IQ is great. He's worked very hard to earn the spot, and he wants to make the most of it.
McGurr out to Geddes. Look at the double team out top. Down to 12 seconds in the quarter. McGurr open 3. Nope, doesn't get it, but Geddes with the putback. He has 7.
If I'm coaching Geddes, I'm having him jump rope down the hall to class every day and get those hops up.
58-30. Eagles with the lead as St. Ed's leads it on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. There you see the St. Ed's lineup, and there you see in street clothes Brian Vlasic not playing tonight.
Could have got a night off.
As the Eagles lead this one 58-30. Coach Flannery able to go deep in the bench tonight, and he's getting some great minutes from the youngsters.
And, we definitely want to win the game. We come out to win the game, but maybe Flan saw this was an opportunity to give Vlasic a breather and get some of these other guys an opportunity to step up and see where they're going to fit in the mix come tournament time.
Well, let's check in with our third member of our broadcast team, Harper Lucas. He was eavesdropping in on that huddle.
Hey, Adam. Yeah, I was just down there listening to Coach Flannery's huddle. A very calm demeanor from Coach Flannery, obviously up 28. He was kind of just telling these young guys, obviously sophomores and juniors, that, hey, just teach them about fundamentals, so build a cut. He was telling them just what to do and get back on defense, but pretty calm Coach Flannery down here. Back up to you guys.
All right, and there's Dustin Hess with the basket and 1. Dustin Hess picking up his first 2 of the game. He averages 3.5. And the foul is on Colton Norris, his second. As you look at Hess.
Nice move.
Good move there by the young sophomore.
We got a young crew on that court, too.
Yes, we do. Hess connects on the free throw. 3 points for him. Averages 3.5. He's a 36% free throw shooter, improving on that mark. Eagles up by 31. That shot doesn't go, and Geddes was able to clear the rebound. Up ahead to Rowan Kelly. Out to Juliana with the left-hand layup. Juliana with 4. 63-30. .30 difference means a running clock right now.
You ever want to see some great basketball, go down to Louisville and their gym on a Friday night when they're playing.
Oh, they pack the house down there.
It is what is right with high school basketball. They do an amazing job down there.
That 3 from the corner doesn't go. Rebounded. Up ahead, Juliana getting it over to Verigalotti. He tried that 3, missing on that. He has 5 on the night, was looking to get 8. Look at Geddes on the defense. But now, coming in, slicing his way to the rim is Rogers for his 6-point. Hess over to Juliana, wing 3, nope. And it'll stay with Louisville after it was last touched by Verigalotti. The younger of the Verigalotti, his brother, graduated last year. Member of the baseball and football team, punt returner for the Eagles last year. Quick pass, corner 3. That one is hit by Cohen Rogers. He has 9, 63-35. Eagles have been in control since taking the lead 14-8, as Hess's shot doesn't go, but he gets the offensive rebound, manhandled underneath, and the foul before the shot. In that third quarter, Louisville tied St. Ed's in scoring 16-16 in the quarter.
Yeah.
In the second quarter, the Eagles outscored Louisville 28-14. Geddes getting cut off. Good dish underneath. Juliana comes in, and he gets his 6th point of the night. Again, when you work it inside the paint, good things happen. Lead up by 30. That one doesn't go. Cutting the shot, and that one is Colton Norris. He has 2. And the official having words with Geddes and Doherty. Kind of tone it down a little bit. Geddes and Juliana will take a seat. Will Biggs comes in for the Eagles. Or actually, it'll be just Geddes taking a seat right now. 65-37. It was tight early on, but then the Eagles tightened up and really turned on the afterburners in the second quarter as they continue to struggle from 3 tonight.
Yeah, and the score's not indicative of, other than, we're outscoring them and our defense probably stepped it up a little bit. We still have some patches we need to look at. We still got some holes we need to fill. We still got some personnel decisions, that Flant's got to make here before tournament time. But this is definitely not a game that we thought would be a pushover, and I think we've been exposed for some things we got to work on, as it should be on every game. Not that we didn't play hard or not that we're not playing hard. It's just about execution at this point.
Doherty with a basketball. Long 3. That one off the back of the iron. Good rebound by Doherty. He'll get the putback. No.
Is that a block?
And they're going to say last touch by Dustin Hess. Down to 4:33 to go here in the ball game. Up next for St. Ed's, they'll take on Padua on Tuesday. After we dig out from the snowstorm that is expected to hit this weekend, as that one was partially blocked by Juliana. then last touch by Verigalotti out of bounds. So as the cold weather snap continues this weekend, we're glad that you're joining us here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. Adam Mendoza along with Donnie O'Toole. Our producer-director is Chris Mendoza. Long three is hit. Max Matthew with 5. Give thanks to our camera operators tonight, Liam McKenna, Lucas Swanson, and Leilani Bachman. And Matthew Hollingsworth working the baseline camera. Inside Briggs, back out to Juliana. Verigalotti had it. Now he makes a move to the basket. Referee swallowed the whistle on that play. Here comes Louisville and a hit shot by Matthew, his 7th, 65-42. Eagles will get it as the play getting a tad bit sloppy here late in the ball game. 3:35 to go. Eagles with a basketball, having a man advantage, trying to get that little touch pass to Juliana, but Kelly was not able to get it as it was intercepted. Another long shot attempt. Verigalotti getting banged inside there. Ball tapped up. Another offensive rebound by Norris, and a shot hit by Cohen Rogers. He is the first Leopard in double figures with 11. You know, Louisville, coming off of that state championship win, they have a lot of pride in their program. Since 1925, 1,106 wins for them. Then when you look at their record, 72-91 in tournament play, they've been in Division 1, 2, and 3. You look at the records in those different divisions. When they moved down to Division 3, they went 7-0 and won their state championship last year. And they won 16 conference titles across 3 different leagues. And they've had, since 1925, 25 different head coaches.
Wow.
Not that they were doing bad, it's just you have the turnover.
Yeah.
But Louisville, a very proud
this is a great
school,
program. Great program.
Community.
Had the opportunity to talk to some of their fans about how the ride was up, and they're grateful just to be here. Thank you for having us. Just great, hospitable people. It was nice to talk to some of them.
This is the 3rd game of the series between the two schools. The first time the Eagles won. Last year, Louisville won at home. And Verigalotti picks up his 8th point from 3-point range. So the Eagles will take the series lead at 2-1 in this series. That one off the front of the rim. Bouncing around. Chase Wilson, a 5'9" sophomore, into the ball game for Louisville. Rogers, his shot too long. Juliana getting it out over to Verigalotti. Up ahead, Briggs. He'll go to the line as the foul will be called on Matthew, his 2nd. 68-44 our score. At the free throw line is Briggs, and he is now shooting 50% on the season. He's 1 of 2. Looking for his first point of the game. Verigalotti checking out of the ball game, doing a nice job off the bench with 8 points.
When you talk about culture, you look at these kids coming off Louisville's court. Have the assistant coaches sitting at the bench stand up, give them a high five. They're all in. And that's what you look for in a program, is everyone buying in, and it starts with the coaching staff, and their coaching staff is bought in.
Dave Wirtz in his first year. Longtime assistant, JV coach for Louisville. Getting the reins this year.
Those are big shoes to fill, too, coming off a state championship. I mean, obviously the expectation is, well, we won one. Why can't we win the next 10? You know.
Dustin Hess coming up with the intercept, and he lays it in. 5 for him, all in the fourth quarter. Minute and a half remaining in the contest. Good pass underneath, and the foul will be called on. Oh, they're gonna call it on Juliana. I thought they were gonna call it on Briggs. That's his first. At the free throw line is Jake Baker. 8 points for him, looking for 9. And he gets it. 9 for him, 1 of 1 at the line. Averages a point a game. Only his 4th free throw attempt of the season. Misses on that one. 1 of 2 on the night. Hess getting the basketball. 70-45. Maxton Tate into the ball game.
Freshman win today?
All 3 teams are going to win as Will Briggs gets the basket, his first 2, and gets into the books.
You always like that.
Juliana knocking the ball out of bounds. Freshman game started earlier today. They beat Louisville, the JVs, also coming up with the win. And the Eagles, 64 seconds away from winning. They're 4th in a row. Sanders, another young sophomore. Kicking it over on the left wing. That one is swished by Matthew. Matthew with 10. So Louisville with 2 players in double figures. Matthew and Rogers. 40 seconds remaining. Briggs underneath looking for Maxton Tate, knocked out of bounds. Up next for St. Ed's, they'll take on Padua.
Dansbury. Boy, he's got those kids playing hard. I saw some film on him, and, you know, just what a great job he's doing over there at Padua.
Big block by Sanders of Louisville and a foul with just under 30 seconds to go.
If you foul under 30 seconds with this lead, you should have to run laps after the game.
Rowan Kelly getting into the book with a foul. Blake Carr, another sophomore, out there with Gabe Stoffer, the senior, out on that floor. Outside triple. Oh, nice, pretty shot there by Matthew. He has 13 to lead all Louisville scores, 72-51. All the Eagles have to do is just hold the basketball right now with under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Eagles will extend their winning streak to 4 games and win this one 72-51, giving Coach Flannery his 566th win in his career. We're going to take this time out. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network. St. Ed's a 72-51 winner as the Louisville Leopards go to 8-8 on the year, and the Eagles extend their winning streak to 4 games. Donnie, final thoughts?
Well, you know, we got what we needed out of this win. We got a lot of answers, good, bad, or indifferent. I think it's a good game that we can go back, watch film on, and get a good measuring stick of where Coach Flan thinks we should be and where we need to get to. So, quality opponent. It's a good quality win. You know, our next up couple of games, I mean, any of the games that we have left, and you alluded it to in the beginning of the night, I mean, it's just they're great teams. So, I mean, there it is up there. I mean, Padua can win. St. V's can win. Iggy can win. I mean, any of these. So, we got them at home, so that's good. So, we just got to take care of home court advantage and stay healthy.
Zamir Knox leading the Eagles with 16 points as St. Ed's wins this one 72-51. Want to thank our producer, director, Chris Mendoza, and the rest of our NEO Productions camera crew for tonight, and my partner, Donnie O'Toole. I'm Adam Mendoza saying once again, final score, St. Ned 72, Louisville 51. We want to thank you for joining us on the Rock Entertainment Sports Network.